my god, what a day. So today was just one of those days where it was just one thing after another after another. And almost, I think the most frustrating thing about it was actually that I thought today was going to be a really easy day going in, because I was just like, oh, my coworker is going to be on a field trip today, and so not that she imposes that strict a schedule on me anyway, but I was like, I'll have the back office to myself the whole day, I can structure my time however I want. And also the library was going to be closed pretty much all day because there was a like counseling open house like luncheon going on, so that would mean that I wouldn't even have to deal with the students coming in and out over the course of just the regular class periods and lunchtime and everything. So I thought, oh, it's going to be such a smooth day. And then it all started when I was 15 minutes late leaving the house because I couldn't find my car keys. It turns out that what happened was it was raining really, really hard yesterday, so obviously I was running into the apartment with my umbrella at the end of the day, and I threw the umbrella down onto the entryway floor the instant I got in, and I was holding my car keys in the same hand. And so when I dropped the umbrella, I dropped the car keys too without realizing it. They fell into the umbrella and just sat there obviously for the next like 24 hours, less than 24 hours. And I did not think to look there, obviously, so I'm like tearing the entire house apart trying to find these keys. I have a spare pair somewhere. I didn't know exactly where it was. It wasn't something I was thinking about at that time. So I got to work in time to teach my first class, but I was texting my boss and being like, oh, it's gonna be kind of close because it took me so long to find these keys. So I was already frazzled, and then I was gonna show one scene of the movie of the Odyssey to my classes because it was the scene they just finished, and I could not get the DVD player to work right. It just kept like freezing up on me. And finally I got it, but there was like 8 to 10 minutes of just dead time in class where they were watching me try to figure this out, and I was getting so frustrated and trying not to show it. And then we had the counseling luncheon, and that was, I mean, it's always great. I'm going to start by saying it's always great to have a fun event, to have food, to have music, time to spend, you know, socializing with my colleagues. But obviously they're sort of coming and going, and I was in the media center for the entire time. So after about an hour and a half of the 2 hours that they were doing that, I was just the constant music, the noise, all of it, I was just so like overstimulated by it that I just needed quiet, and there wasn't quiet anywhere. And then finally, the real icing on the cake for me was because it was Spirit Week, we had a pep rally today. And procedure-wise, I'll let you know, if it's an outdoor pep rally like we have in the fall, typically we open the library for students who want to opt out of the pep rally because they don't like the noise or something like that, and they can just come and talk and study in the library. For indoor pep rallies like this one, my impression at least is that we usually don't open the media center because they're coming with their 7th period. Our school is divided into these like magnet schoolhouses, and so they'll go with their house to the pep rally, and then for the other half of the class period they go to 7th period, which is their final class of the day. So my impression, this is so long-winded, I'm sorry, but my impression was that if they didn't want to go to the pep rally, they would just stay in their 7th period. Apparently, there was no guidance given to teachers about what to do with students who wanted to opt out. Counseling was telling kids who had got there and said, I don't want to be here, to come to the library. Meanwhile, I thought the library was going to be closed, but if I send them back to my classes, I'm causing, you know, a real problem for half the staff members in the building, and it's not their fault. And then there was also, because it was in the gym, there was a class that was supposed to be in the gym, and they were reporting to the media center because they were like, we've already been to the pep rally, and now there's another pep rally where we're supposed to have class. So they just were hanging out there, and I was frustrated because I felt like this was a situation in which A, I should have been consulted. And failing that, B, that my coworker who was out today, who's my immediate supervisor, should have been consulted. She said she wasn't. But also it feels like just across the board, there needed to be a lot more communication about what happens in this contingency, who is using this room and for what, and what is the procedure if we're gonna do that. So it felt very chaotic. I was very stressed because I wasn't expecting any students to be in there at all. And the ones who were there, I didn't know where they were coming from, what they were supposed to be doing, whether I was supposed to tell them it was okay to be there, or whether I was supposed to tell them something else, because there was just nothing communicated. So by the end of the day, I was so stressed, so frustrated. I got a bunch of comments on my student learning objective that we're doing. It seems like I have a lot of work to do to revise that before I even implement it. I've got paperwork for one club who's trying to go on this Model UN conference that I'm trying to get sorted out. I've got a fundraiser that another club of mine is doing that we haven't heard back from, that I'm trying to figure out if we're good on that. And I'm trying to get my grades sorted out, parents emailed, and, you know, get the timing right so that we can do a whole nother text before the end of the semester. So I am just, I'm up here with my stress. My Christmas tree was supposed to arrive today. It's not going to arrive till Tuesday. Anyway, that's just a huge rant. I'm still super stressed. You can probably tell. I'm going to go home and just turn my brain off for a while, and then I'll film whatever interesting stuff I do after that. Hey, it's the next day now. I realized that I didn't actually film much more other than that rant in the car about my frustrating workday, and I really didn't want that to be the last thing that we had in this video, but I did not do anything else last night. I turned off my brain, like I said, and I don't think I turned it back on for the rest of the day. So I was gonna do some Christmas shopping today. I haven't gotten around to any of that yet, and it's 4 p.m. so I don't know, I might do some evening shopping. Right now though, I'm actually going to check my mail, and I'm really excited to check my mail because there's something in it and I don't know who it's from. So basically I get this like digest in my email from the postal service that tells me, sorry, it's really hard to hold this and put shoes on. Let me put you down. It tells you not everything you're getting in the mail, like some of the circulars and ads and stuff it doesn't tell you about, but it does tell you if you're getting like a letter or a package, it'll notify you, and it usually has a picture of it so you can see who it's from. And the reason I'm curious is because I saw it this morning and it said that I had a Christmas card. I assume it's a Christmas card just based on context. Coming to me in the mail today. It's postmarked from Baltimore, which is not that far from me. I know a lot of people in Baltimore. But I can't think who it would be who would be sending me a Christmas card, who would be postmarking it from Baltimore, who I don't already have a card from, and who knows my new address, because I haven't put out my like Facebook "Do you want a Christmas card?" post yet. I know it's a week till Christmas and I haven't done it yet, but because of that, there's a lot of people who don't have my new address. So like, who could it be? My best guess is it's my friend Peter and his wife, who I think might live in Baltimore, but I don't remember if I've given him my address. So I'm curious. I can't wait to find out. Who could it be? Okay, so I'm not going to show you, obviously, because the envelope has my address on it, but there was a stamp on the back that confirmed I was right. This was my friend Peter's family's Christmas card. No, I won't show you the front of the card either, because it has their picture on it. It was one of those ones that they made themselves, but it is so cute. Oh, I love it. I haven't even gone in here yet, and I can already tell you it's going to be insanely busy. It appears that my only options are 3 feet or 7.5 feet. Then again, this tree is 7.5 feet, and it's actually not that tall comparatively. Okay, I'm back from my shopping trip. I do have a Hot Jazz Saturday Night on in the background, so hopefully that's not too loud. It doesn't like set off a copyright claim or something like that. So I thought I'd talk you through my trip while I put my groceries away. I got a bunch of stuff for a salad that I'm making tomorrow. So I went to Target, and it was busy, but it wasn't as busy as I thought it would be. The problem wasn't the busyness, it was just the sheer number of screaming children. Like, it wasn't that there were that many people, it was that none of them were happy. So that ended up being the biggest issue with being at Target on the Saturday, like a week before Christmas. And I'll show you what I got there once I am done putting away my groceries. I will say what I came in there to get was I was looking for a Christmas tree because of the fact that my Christmas tree, like I said, had gotten delayed. First it was supposed to arrive on the 10th, and then it was supposed to arrive on the 15th or 16th, and now they're saying the 20th as of yesterday. So I was looking to see if before they ship the tree, because they're not going to charge me for it until it ships, if I could like find, you know, a comparable tree somewhere in person before that. I was just gonna cancel the order and get that one. But all I could find at the Target were either 3-foot trees or 7.5-foot trees. And I was pretty sure that 7.5 feet was gonna be like too big for this space. So I did not get a tree at Target today. I will say though, I did go to Home Depot after that because it was right across the street, and I saw a 7.5-foot tree there, and it actually didn't look that, like, I mean, it was a big tree, but it didn't look that enormous compared to what I thought it was going to be. So I don't know, maybe if it doesn't ship by tomorrow, maybe I'll go back and I'll buy a 7.5-foot tree and see what I can do with that. So after that, I put gas in my car and I went to the grocery store and got all of this stuff as fast as I could. And now I'm home. I'm gonna make some dinner, and that's gonna be my evening. Okay, so now for the stuff I got at Target, because there were some things I came into Target for other than a Christmas tree. So I got some command strips or command hooks, because this way I can hang my aprons in the like kitchen closet, and maybe also finally hang up the tea advent calendar that's just been sitting on my countertop for the last 16 days. So I got those. I got this screwdriver set. This was only $10. So the screwdriver set is to put together my my furniture that I've ordered. So I have a like small desk in there that I need to put together. I was hoping to do that tonight. Now I don't know if I will. And also my TV stand when it arrives. I'll need probably a screwdriver for that. So I got this. And then in addition to the, I really only have 2 pairs of jeans. One of them, like I said, needed to be washed earlier this week. The other one I'm wearing right now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this. It has a hole in it. It's really old. I have no idea if you can see that. I'll try and edit that out if you can see it. But I need a new pair of jeans. So I got these jeans. They're nice. I didn't think they were going to fit because I'm used to when I buy jeans, if there's a size that fits in the leg but doesn't fit in the waist, then when I try on the next size up, the leg will be too long. But apparently since the last time I bought jeans, they've gotten better at that because these jeans were not too long and were better in the waist. And then I got 2 sweaters because I'm like, I've worn all my shirts, my winter shirts, so many times that I'm like tired of them. So, and I don't want to like get rid of any of them, but I do need new stuff. So I got this sweater, which is kind of like a, I don't know, a dusky, burnt orange, reddish color. I don't know. Colors are weird. It's this color. And then another one that's very, very similar in style. I was not being adventurous with style today. Very similar style, but this one is black. So I'm satisfied with that. That was a good trip. So originally I was going to round out this video with some Christmas decorating footage and maybe assembling my small desk like I was sort of saying earlier. But it's actually getting a little bit on the later side considering the fact that I also have to edit this video tonight. So if I do any of that over the course of the evening, you'll see that appended to my next video. And I'm just going to end this video here. I know it's been kind of a weird one, so I hope that, you know, you enjoyed it in some way anyway, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.